Tonight, before you go to bed, take a moment to remember where your wallet is sitting. Because there are certain spots in the home where leaving your wallet overnight, even just once, can let your fortune slip away. Almost every household shares the same habit. The moment we walk through the door, we set the wallet down wherever it's handy. Sometimes we toss it on the sofa, sometimes we leave it on the dining table, and sometimes we drop it right on the floor next to our slippers, and there it stays until the next day. It's convenient, sure, but it really isn't a good idea. Since long ago, the old folks have thought of the wallet as a little treasury that each of us carries around, the place where we keep our money, our cards, and our personal papers. And since it's where we keep our money, then where we set it down, which corner of the home we place it in, all of that, in the view of people in the old days, comes with things we should do and things we should avoid. So today, I'd like to share with you 7 spots in the home where people in the old days were very careful, never to leave a wallet overnight, along with some suggestions for keeping your wallet in a tidier, more sensible place. As you listen, try comparing each one to your own home and see whether any of them ring true for you. And among those 7 spots, there's one that I believe will surprise quite a few of you, so be sure to watch all the way through so you don't miss it. All right, now let's go through them one by one together. The first spot, leaving your wallet on the floor, right down on the ground. This one might seem like something few people do, but it happens more than you'd think, so give it a second thought. After a tiring day at work, some folks pull out their wallet and set it down on the floor right beside the bed so it's easy to grab. Others drape their pants, wallet still in the pocket, over the foot of the bed or onto a low chair. And so, all night long, the wallet sits right down at ground level without us even noticing. In folk Feng Shui, the floor is the lowest place in the home, where dust settles and where people walk and tread all day long. The old folks used to believe that valuable things should be kept somewhere high and clean and respectable, while letting something lie around on the ground is a careless way of treating your own money. Money, they say, is like an honored guest. Give it a proper place, and it will want to stay a good while longer. And honestly, I don't think we even need to reach for anything lofty here. Just looking at it practically, it's worth avoiding. A wallet left down low is easy to kick or step on when you get up in the middle of the night, and it collects dust. In a slightly damp spot, the leather grows mold, and the papers and cards inside warp and curl. In short, it's not good at all. The second spot, setting your wallet on the coffee table where you sit with guests. This is one I've noticed a lot of households fall into, because the guest table usually sits right by the entryway, so it's all too easy to just drop the wallet there. Money is a private matter for every household, something we shouldn't put on display where lots of people come and go. And the guest table is exactly where outsiders come in, sit down, and chat. Leaving your wallet, the very place you keep your money. Sitting out in plain view there is what the old folks would call showing off your wealth. It's too exposed, and it loses the discretion that money is supposed to have. Folk wisdom holds that the more your wealth is paraded before many eyes, the harder it becomes to hold on to. And practically speaking, leaving your wallet out in the open right in front of guests isn't good for your privacy. It's easy to forget, easy to misplace, and it might even get mixed in with a guest's belongings when they leave. And if you happen to have a guest who isn't so honest and they just help themselves to it, well, you'd be in tears, wouldn't you? So whether you have guests over or even on an ordinary day, tuck your wallet away somewhere a little out of sight, rather than leaving it out on the coffee table. The third spot, keeping your wallet at the head of the bed. This third spot is right there in the bedroom, and I'd guess quite a few of you have the habit of keeping your wallet, keeping your money, right at the head of the bed, so you feel at ease and can keep an eye on it. The bedroom is a place that needs stillness, so you can rest and recover after a long day. Money, on the other hand, is something restless by nature. The moment you lay eyes on it, your mind starts turning over calculations, spending, gains, and losses. Keep your wallet right beside you as you sleep, and your mind easily lingers on money matters and struggles to let them go. This is something I believe many of you have been through. Keep money right by your head, and your thoughts start to wander. Your sleep turns fitful, and you wake up in the morning feeling sluggish and foggy. And when your mind isn't at ease, it's hard to be clear-headed about your work and your decisions during the day. You can still keep your wallet in the bedroom if you like, just a little farther from where you sleep, so the head of the bed stays light and restful. The fourth spot, keeping your wallet in the bathroom or the restroom. This is a spot many of you carry your wallet into without much thought. You go in to wash up or change clothes, and you just set the wallet right on the sink or the shelf in there. This one has a fairly clear Feng Shui reasoning behind it, not just a superstition for its own sake. In Feng Shui, there's a common saying, mountains govern people and water governs wealth. In other words, the shape of the mountains relates to people, while flowing water relates to money. To put it simply, water is seen as the thing that presides over fortune. So people in the old days came to feel that where water gathers, wealth gathers, and where water flows away, wealth flows away with it. The restroom and the bathroom are exactly the places where wastewater keeps draining away every single day. And in Feng Shui, they're also counted as places that give off foul energy, meaning damp, unclean air. Bringing your wallet, the place you keep your money, into a spot that's both damp and full of water constantly flowing away is something worth avoiding. And practically, it's even clearer. The moisture in a bathroom easily leaves your wallet's leather moldy and your papers musty. Not to mention, set it down carelessly and it can plop right into the water, soaking every card and bill inside, and then you're stuck drying each one out sheet by sheet, which is no fun at all. The fifth spot, setting your wallet on top of the refrigerator. This is a spot I see many households make use of because the top of the fridge is roomy and within easy reach, handy for setting things down. From what I've read, the refrigerator is an appliance that runs almost around the clock, always humming with a faint vibration and giving off a steady warmth at the back and the top. Set your wallet up there and picture it. You're placing your little treasury on a surface that's both warm and shaking, never at rest for a moment. Personally, I think a place for keeping money should be somewhere calm and steady, rather than a surface that trembles up and down all day like that. On top of that, the top of the fridge is usually where we pile up receipts, papers, and all sorts of odds and ends. A wallet tossed into that clutter easily gets buried, then slides down behind the fridge, and you search and search without finding it, breaking into a sweat right when you need it. Not to mention that warmth over time isn't good for the cards inside, either. The sixth spot, keeping your wallet on or in the shoe cabinet. This one is fairly common too. You get home and just toss your wallet on top of the shoe cabinet along with your keys. The shoes we wear out on the streets all day bring home all kinds of dust and dampness, and they're seen as carrying stale energy, meaning a mixed, unclean kind of air. The shoe cabinet is therefore regarded as the place where all that dirty energy collects. Keeping your wallet, which is tied to your money, together with the shoe cabinet is no different from letting the clean, precious part of your life mingle with that stale energy, something people in the old days always avoided. And practically, the smell and dust from shoes cling easily to your wallet and papers, and over time, that's not pleasant at all. Leaving it right by the door like that also makes it easy to forget, easy to leave behind, and the next day, you're scrambling to find it, sometimes running late for an appointment. The seventh spot, leaving your wallet behind at someone else's house. At first, it really doesn't sound like it has anything to do with Feng Shui or holding onto your money, does it? And yet people in the old days paid close attention to this one. A wallet is bound up with each person individually, as though you carry your own share of fortune, your own share of money, inside it. Forgetting your wallet somewhere, by that way of thinking, is no different from carelessly handing that personal share of yours over to someone else. The wallet is yours alone. Keep it carefully and don't pass it back and forth without a thought. And practically, it really is a hassle. Inside your wallet are so many papers, cards, and pieces of personal information. Leave it at someone's house or keep lending it back and forth. And if it goes missing, you're stuck replacing all sorts of things, which wears you out. And it can even make things awkward between you and the other person. Holding on to what's yours, firmly, is always the better way. So think of your wallet as your own personal belonging. When you go out, pay attention and don't leave it behind. Keep it clearly yours, and both you and the people you know stay comfortable, while your papers and money always stay within reach. So where should you keep your wallet? You can pick one of these few places: a closed drawer in the bedroom, a wooden cabinet, or a high, dry shelf, or a separate compartment in your wardrobe. And for those of you who tend to keep a lot of cash at home, a safe gives you the most peace of mind. What these places have in common is very simple. Each one is a fixed, dry, private, and clean spot. The real benefit here isn't actually about luck, good or bad. The biggest gain is that when you have one fixed place to keep your wallet, you naturally forget it less, drop it less, and lose it far less often. Stay tidy and organized like that, and the money in your home gets looked after a little more carefully each day. Those are the 7 spots worth thinking about each time you put your wallet away. When all is said and done, choosing a place for your wallet is itself a way of honoring the money you worked so hard to earn with your own 2 hands. But I want to be honest with you about one thing. Whether or not you hold onto your money comes down, in the end, to your spending habits and how you manage things day by day. Keeping things tidy is about living in an orderly, deliberate way, not about waiting on luck to decide your fate. So right after this video, take a moment to look again and see, where is your wallet sitting at home? And does it land on any of the 7 spots we just went through? Tell me about it. Leave a few lines down in the comments. And if you have any other questions about arranging things around the house, or a topic you'd like me to cover next, go ahead and leave that too, and I'll take notes so I can bring you something even more helpful. Thank you for watching all the way through today's video. I wish you and your loved ones good health, a peaceful heart, and smooth sailing in all that you do. I'll see you again in the next video.